There's a saying that goes, if you want something, pursue it to the end and never give up. This perspective, while popular and easily understood, carries with it an invisible pressure we place on ourselves. The philosophy of Stoicism, an ancient ideology, teaches us a different viewpoint. Not everything in life needs to be forced or controlled. Think about the times you've tried to control everything around you to achieve a desired outcome. Perhaps you've given your all, poured your heart and soul into a job or relationship, only to find that the harder you tried, the more complicated and out of control things became. These failures not only exhaust you physically, but also create deep-seated insecurity and disappointment. This doesn't mean you're not good enough or unworthy. Sometimes it's simply because we are forcing life to conform to our will, forgetting that life is naturally a flowing stream. Living a life without forcing things is not easy, especially in a world that constantly demands and imposes standards of success and happiness. However, by applying the principles of Stoicism, you'll discover that life becomes much lighter and more meaningful when you no longer feel the need to control everything. Let me guide you through 10 methods to achieve this so you can live a more meaningful and peaceful life. These methods will not only help you reduce stress and anxiety, but also allow you to find joy and satisfaction in every moment of life. Before we start the video, as usual, I have a small challenge for you. Watch the video to the end, don't miss a single part, and then apply what you learn to your life. A week later, come back here and share the changes in your life. Leave a comment saying, "Go with the flow" below, so I know you accept the challenge and are ready to explore the profound wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Get ready because your journey of life discovery starts now. Number 1. Live fully in the present. In Stoic philosophy, living fully in the present is a fundamental principle that helps us find peace and happiness. Marcus Aurelius, one of the renowned Stoic philosophers, once said, "Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good." This quote reminds us that time is finite and precious, and only the present moment is truly within our grasp. Living fully in the present means focusing entirely on what is happening now, feeling and experiencing each moment deeply. This not only helps reduce stress and anxiety about the future, but also allows you to enjoy the simple pleasures of daily life. Imagine sitting under an ancient tree, listening to the birds sing, and feeling a gentle breeze on your skin. You can immerse yourself completely in that moment without worrying about unfinished tasks or distant plans. Have you ever sat next to a loved one and realized you were entirely caught up in other thoughts, missing the precious moment at hand? Ask yourself, how many times have you missed simple joys because your mind was preoccupied elsewhere? By living fully in the present, we not only enrich our own lives, but also bring peace and joy to those around us. To live fully in the present, ask yourself, what is happening right now, and how can I enjoy this moment to the fullest? These questions will help you return to the present, reduce distractions, and feel a deeper connection to the world around you. Practice this daily, whether you are eating, working, or simply breathing. Paying attention to each small action will help you appreciate the value of every moment. Start by setting aside a few minutes each day for meditation, calming your mind, and returning to yourself. Let go of worries and pressures and enjoy each present moment. Number 2. Understand the impermanence of life. Life is constantly changing, and that change is the only constant. No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river, and he's not the same man. As the philosopher Heraclitus once said, emphasizing the continuous transformation of all things. In our daily lives, we often cling to stability, wishing for everything to remain the same. But can we really resist the natural flow of time and change? Impermanence is not just a philosophical concept, but an inevitable reality of life. Think about the times you've tried to hold on to a positive emotion or avoid a negative one. Have you noticed that all emotions, whether joy or sorrow, eventually pass? Understanding this helps us appreciate the present moments and avoid being swept away by anxiety or disappointment. A concrete example illustrating life's impermanence is the change of seasons. Spring brings new life, summer is full of energy and vigor, autumn is gentle and romantic, and winter is cold but prepares for a new spring. Similarly, our lives have their own cycles. Everything changes, and it's this change that brings balance and richness to life. Understanding and accepting impermanence helps us become more patient and resilient in any situation. When faced with difficulties, instead of worrying and panicking, we can remind ourselves, this is just a part of the journey and it will pass. This way, we can focus on what we can control and do our best. Impermanence teaches us the value of gratitude. When we recognize that everything can change, we begin to appreciate what we have more deeply, even the smallest things in our daily lives. Ask yourself, what can I be grateful for in my life today? The question for us is, how can we live harmoniously with this impermanence? One approach suggested by Stoic philosophy is the practice of acceptance. When we accept that everything happens for a reason and that we cannot control everything, we will feel more relieved and at peace. Let's move on to the next lesson to understand this better. Number 3, the power of acceptance. Acceptance is not simply about resignation or giving up. It's about having the inner strength to face every situation with calmness and clarity. Epictetus, one of the renowned Stoic philosophers, once said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." The power of acceptance lies in this flexibility. Think about a time when you faced a difficult situation. Perhaps it was losing a job, a broken relationship, or a serious illness. Our initial reaction is often resistance, denial, and an attempt to change reality. But have you ever asked yourself, what would happen if I stopped resisting and started accepting? Acceptance is not surrender. It's about understanding the nature of the situation and finding a wiser way to confront it. Acceptance does not mean giving up on dreams or ceasing to strive. On the contrary, it helps us see more clearly what truly matters and realign our goals. For instance, when a job opportunity doesn't come as expected, instead of feeling disappointed, accept that it's part of the journey and continue seeking other opportunities. Acceptance makes us more flexible and resilient in the face of life's changes. It brings inner peace by freeing us from the whirlwind of negative emotions such as anger, anxiety, or fear. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you accepted everything as it is, without trying to change or control it? Could you find more ease and serenity within yourself? Acceptance does not make us weak. Rather, it gives us the strength to face every challenge calmly and confidently. Acceptance is not a passive act, but a conscious choice to live more fully and peacefully. It's how we harmonize with the flow of life, facing every difficulty and challenge without being swept into the vortex of dissatisfaction and stress. Challenge yourself, and you will see how the power of acceptance can truly transform your life. Number 4, learn to let go. Learning to let go is one of the core principles of Stoic philosophy, a philosophy that teaches us to live in peace and contentment with life. Letting go doesn't mean giving up everything or becoming passive. It means understanding and accepting that some things are beyond our control. Imagine you are holding a hot stone tightly. You know that if you keep holding on, you will get burned. But if you let go, you will feel light and comfortable. Life is similar. There are pains and difficulties we must learn to let go of to find peace. Have you ever wondered why you hold on to sadness, anger, and disappointment? These negative emotions not only hurt you but also prevent you from living a happy and meaningful life. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." When we let go of unnecessary burdens, our minds become lighter and freer. This doesn't mean giving up on everything, but rather being selective and holding on to what truly matters. Letting go is a way to cleanse our souls, much like tidying up a room, removing items that no longer serve us to make the space more airy and bright. The act of letting go can be applied to many aspects of life. You can let go of toxic relationships, unrealistic expectations, or worries about the future. You can let go of past mistakes and learn to forgive yourself. Ask yourself, what is preventing you from living a happy and meaningful life? What can you let go of to make room for better things? Learning to let go is not an easy journey, but it will lead you to true freedom and peace. Remember, letting go is not giving up. It is accepting and appreciating what you have. Do you agree with this perspective? If you do, don't hesitate to like the video. If not, comment your thoughts below so we can discuss further. Now, let's move on to lesson number 5. Number 5. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is not just about focusing on what's happening around you, but also being deeply aware of your own emotions and thoughts without judgment. It helps us live fully in the present, reduces stress and anxiety, and thereby achieves peace and satisfaction in life. Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When we practice mindfulness, we create a space for awareness and love. This space helps us realize that our thoughts and emotions are transient and that we have the power to control our reactions to life situations. For example, when you feel anger or stress, mindfulness helps you recognize these emotions and find a way to face them without letting them overwhelm you. Mindfulness also helps us gain a clearer perspective on ourselves and the world around us. Instead of reacting hastily or impulsively, we learn to pause, observe, and respond more wisely. Have you ever wondered how your life would change if you practiced mindfulness daily? Would you become calmer and more peaceful, finding joy in the simplest things? Practice mindfulness by paying attention to your breath, each inhalation and exhalation. Notice the sensations in your body, the thoughts in your mind, and the emotions in your heart. Let them be, and don't judge or try to change them. Practice this regularly, and you will notice a significant difference in your mood and attitude. Number 6. Focus on what you can control. One of the most powerful teachings of Stoic philosophy is to focus only on what we can control and accept what we cannot. This principle is like a lighthouse guiding us through life's storms, helping us find peace and contentment in every situation. Epictetus once said, "Some things are within our control and some things are not." It is only after you have faced this fundamental rule and learned to distinguish between what you can and cannot control that inner tranquility and outer effectiveness become possible. Think about the times when you felt disappointed or stressed because things didn't go your way. Perhaps you tried to control the behavior of others, the outcome of an event, or even the weather. But do you realize that these are things beyond your control? By focusing on what we can control, like our attitude, effort, and response to situations, we conserve energy and avoid unnecessary stress. Imagine you are preparing for an important exam. You cannot control the difficulty of the questions or the decisions of the examiners, but you can control your preparation, concentration, and effort. By focusing on what you can control, you become more active and resilient in any situation. Have you ever asked yourself, what is within my control in this situation? By asking this question, you shift your focus from things you can't control to what you can. This shift helps you find solutions more easily and feel more confident and relaxed. Practice focusing on what you can control, and you will notice a significant change in how you feel and face challenges. This is not a short journey, but it will help you live a more peaceful and meaningful life. Number 7, maintain gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful tool to help us feel happier and more content in life. When we practice gratitude, we acknowledge and appreciate the good things in our lives, big or small. This not only helps us live more fully in the present, but also makes us more positive and optimistic about the future. Seneca, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "A wise man is content with his lot, whatever it may be, without wishing for what he is not." This sentence reminds us that true happiness lies in appreciating what we have, rather than longing for what we don't. Think about the things you often take for granted in your life. It could be the love of family, the support of friends, or the health of your body. Have you ever wondered how your life would change if you started practicing gratitude daily? Would you feel more joyful and content with what you have? Start by writing down 3 things you are grateful for each day. These could be simple things like a delicious meal or a warm hug from a loved one. By focusing on gratitude, you will notice that your mood and attitude change positively, and life becomes more meaningful. Number 8, practice moderation. Moderation is one of the core principles of Stoic philosophy, teaching us to live balanced and self-disciplined lives. Practicing moderation does not mean giving up joy or becoming austere. It means knowing how to enjoy life without falling into extremes. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Everything in moderation, including moderation." This statement encourages us to find balance in every aspect of life, from eating and drinking to working and resting. Imagine a person who eats excessively or spends too much time working without rest. These extremes not only harm their health, but also prevent them from enjoying life fully. Moderation teaches us to appreciate and cherish what we have without falling into the trap of excessive desire or greed. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you practiced moderation in every aspect of your life? Would you feel more balanced and content, avoiding unnecessary stress and pressure? Practice moderation by setting limits for yourself in various areas, such as eating, spending, or working. Make sure you are not going to extremes in any activity and find balance to live a healthy and fulfilling life. Number 9, develop empathy and compassion. Empathy and compassion are not just ways to connect with others, but also powerful tools to help us live more fully and meaningfully. Stoic philosophy teaches us to understand and sympathize with others, thereby finding peace and satisfaction in our own lives. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This quote reminds us that life is a gift, and that sharing this gift with others through empathy and compassion brings us true happiness. Think about the times you felt lonely or lost. Did someone come to you, listen, and encourage you? Their empathy and compassion helped you feel stronger and more confident. Have you ever wondered how your life would change if you practiced empathy and compassion with everyone around you? Would you feel more connected and satisfied, finding joy in helping and supporting others? Practice empathy by listening to and understanding others' feelings without judgment. Practice compassion by sharing and supporting them in difficult times. By doing so, you not only enrich your life, but also create a positive impact on the world around you. Number 10, cultivate a growth mindset? A growth mindset is an attitude that embraces challenges, learns from failures, and constantly strives for personal development. This is also a core principle of Stoic philosophy, which encourages us to live positively and proactively. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This quote emphasizes that our mindset and attitude determine how we perceive and deal with difficulties. Cultivating a growth mindset helps us see opportunities for learning and growth in every situation, instead of being afraid of failure or giving up. Think about a time when you faced a challenge or failure. Did you feel defeated and give up, or did you see it as an opportunity to learn and grow? Have you ever wondered how your life would change if you cultivated a growth mindset? Would you become more resilient and confident, seeing every challenge as a stepping stone to success? Practice cultivating a growth mindset by seeing every challenge as an opportunity to learn and grow. Be open to new experiences and be willing to step out of your comfort zone. By doing so, you will find that life becomes more meaningful and exciting.